Welcome to the Discover Hip Hop Podcast. I'm your host, Lewis Grant, and we've got a little bit of a different episode for you guys today. It's a Sunday, so it is, of course, a guest episode. And let me tell you guys, our guest today is an amazing artist coming out of Melbourne, Australia. He's known for his technical rhymes, his fast and punchy bars, and man, he's got some wordplay hidden deep within that you've got to listen to it multiple times to figure this shit out. Same goes for his double entendres and hidden meanings and stuff like that too. So it takes quite a bit of listening to really get your head around it all. But yeah, man, it is, of course, Grizzly motherfucking Bastard. Grizzly Bastard. And it's a Zoom episode, so the audio is a little funny, but trust me, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and you don't even notice it. It just, your ears adjust, and it's just like a normal episode. But yeah, man, it's we talk all things hip hop, you know, as we always do, chatting about, you know, different topics, our opinions on things, trading ideas, stuff like that. We also get into his writing process, what he prioritizes, and just kind of his whole approach to the whole hip hop thing. We also touch on his album that he's just done with Ciecmate and a whole bunch of other stuff too, so stay tuned for all that. He also finishes the episode with a verse that he spits just for Discover Hip Hop. So you can only hear it here, and it's got some amazing bars and some amazing wordplay and some really cool hidden meanings in this one too. So hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, sit back and relax and discover Grizzly Bastard. But so you work at a pet store. So what got you into that? Like, you like animals, or?
Yeah, always been a big lover of animals, but it was more just, sort of easy work to find. At the end of the day, it's just like retail sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's close to me. Like, you get a discount for the animal food. I've got my own dog, so that's handy. So
Yeah.
just worked out pretty well. It was good days as well. I
Yeah.
usually get like Friday, Saturday, and Mondays off. So it
Oh
works
yeah.
pretty well with the whole rap thing, because
That's good.
bit of time off for gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sort of just all fell into place like that.
Nice, man. Yeah. I was listening when you said you were saying, you know, like it's not that it's not a good place to work. You like the place to work, but it's just you obviously you want to be rapping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I resonated with that so hard. Like when you were saying like you just don't want to be there. Bro, I feel like I'm like fucking like locked in a cage when I'm at work, eh?
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
hard, especially when, you got your passions elsewhere, but obviously this is what pays you to fucking, live.
Exactly. Yeah. Bro, it's crazy. I've been like chat, you know, I get along with the guys at work and just chatting to him about it. And that's
Yeah.
what he keeps saying to me, you know, because he's very similar. My mate from work, he's got his own thing, and he's here for money.
Yeah,
And that's what you got to keep telling yourself, eh?
that's it.
Yeah.
All for the moolah. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's the thing. Like, you need the money, but hopefully, and I'm sure it's the same for you, hopefully one day is fucking start getting some money from this shit and we can go full time, eh?
Exactly, man. That'd be good. That'd be good. How long have
Yeah.
you been doing the podcast for? Because I've been onto it for maybe only like a month, man, but
Mm.
been doing it for
Well,
a bit longer.
I started it in like towards the start of the year, so maybe February or March,
Yeah.
but I didn't really do it properly until like a couple months ago. I was
Okay.
just sort of because I'd never done podcasts before. So I
Yeah.
wanted to like sort of just do it by myself for a while, get used to everything, work out what I actually want to do exactly, you know.
Yeah.
And so I sort of took that time to just sort of feel the waters. And then I sort of worked all that stuff out. And then at that point, it was like, okay, fucking heaps of money, bought all this shit,
Yeah.
and just started doing it properly, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, bro. You got a good setup there. Whereabouts are you based?
Homebush in Sydney.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but I'm moving to Melbourne soon. So,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was going to ask you actually, do you have any recommendations? Like, because I want to be in a spot where it's
Yeah.
like wherever you guys are doing your gigs, I want to be just down the road. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
So you can just fucking straight after, before, whatever.
Yeah, man.
What do you suggest?
I would say now, fuck, it's a bit rough with the rent. But if you want to be right in the middle of it, like around Fitzroy,
Hmm.
Brunswick, even just like right in the city. I'm out in the western suburbs. So anytime there's a gig on or something, it's at least like a 40-minute, maybe hour drive to get there.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm a bit out of it all. But yeah, if you're looking to be in that area, I would say Fitzroy is probably like around Fitzroy is the best place.
Fitzroy. Yeah. Okay. All
But
right.
yeah,
Is there
pretty
much
pricey from
rentals
what I've
there?
heard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's going to be an issue too. I can't afford too much.
That's
And it
the thing.
depends what I end up doing for work down there. But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see.
but even like a bit out like west more or a
Okay.
bit further up north is probably like it gets a bit cheaper.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, it's not too if you've got a car and everything, it's not too hard to get around.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, Fitzroy is definitely like sort of the hub, I would say, of like
Okay.
where all the stuff are going on.
Fitzroy. Appreciate it. Yeah.
No, no
Yeah.
worries, man.
I did an episode with a guy, Jay Cyrus. I don't know if you know him. He's from Melbourne as well.
Okay, yeah,
And he was saying similar thing. He said Fitzroy as well. I think he mentioned another place. I think he said Brunswick too, actually.
yeah, right.
Because that's a little bit north of Fitzroy. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Um, those two,
But
and it seems like Thornbury is popping off a lot these days as well, which is
Thornbury.
way. I think that's more north as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
those are probably the three like spots where it's popping off the most. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Even just like there's Footscray as well, which is like west, but it's right next to the city. It's
Okay.
probably like a bit cheaper than Fitzroy and stuff, but that would be real easy to get to and from.
Footscray, was it?
Footscray, yeah.
Might write that down.
Yeah,
Check
go
that
for it,
out.
bro.
Footscray.
When were you planning on moving down?
Well, I was actually planning on moving down. Oh, sorry. Yeah. When am I moving? I think probably end of February or early March.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, because my lease here ends, I think, late February. So,
Yeah.
yeah, head down towards the end of that, and yeah, suss it out.
Yeah,
But
nice. Have you always been in Sydney?
no, actually, I was born in like a town a few hours west. I grew
Yeah,
up in the country. I spent a lot of my years in a fucking town of like 300 people, eh?
yeah, fuck.
And just spent a lot of time there. And then I moved to Sydney when COVID happened, and it was the best thing I could have ever done, eh? Just
Yeah,
getting out
right.
of, yeah, the small town. How about yourself? Always in Melbourne or?
I was born like just outside of Byron Bay,
Oh,
in
cool.
Mullumbimby, yeah.
Yep.
So lived there until I was about 3 years old, but then been in Melbourne ever since.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And you've sort of stayed around the same area or?
Yeah, pretty much. I've always pretty much been in Western Melbourne, around like
Mm,
Yarraville to Williamstown.
okay. Yeah. What's it
And, like,
sort of like growing up in that area?
so it's like it's a bit of it's definitely like a melting pot. There's a whole mix of like, sort of classes, I would say. There's like,
Mm,
especially in Williamstown, there's some very rich like areas of Williamstown. But at the same time, you got like there's two big commission flats. So it's a big mix of just like, people from all backgrounds and stuff like that. I think people
mm,
tend to look at it like a bit of a rich place, but in reality, growing up, like, yeah, there's a mix of a bit of everything, definitely.
yeah. Yeah.
We've
What?
always just been lucky to have like relatively cheap rent and everything around here. So like, yeah, can
Nice.
actually afford to stay here, which is good.
Yeah. What was it like? Did you find that that worked well, having kind of the mix of the socioeconomic groups and stuff? Or
Yeah, man, I reckon it's always good just to, mix with people, different backgrounds, different views
yeah,
on everything. So yeah, I reckon that's always pretty good.
because I remember, like, I spent a bit of time in Wollongong too, and I remember them
Yeah,
talking about the idea. Because in Wollongong, it's very like, this is the rich area, this is the housing commission area. It's very segregated,
yeah,
and
right.
the issue with that is then you get all this crime happening in like and like one place, and that place become it would get a reputation,
Yeah,
and it would become more dangerous because you've got a lot of like that stuff focused there. And they were always talking about trying to like mix it more so that it's like what you were saying, where it's kind of all spread out everywhere.
yeah.
And I just wondered if that would actually work, but it sounds like it was okay.
It makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, obviously, but I feel like, the more money that's sort of in a place, the more opportunities people have when they're growing up, I guess.
Mm,
At the same time, when it goes too far and it gets like fully gentrified, then no one can afford to live there, So,
mm.
it's a bit of a tough one.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Did you get into much like trouble as a kid? Did you get out and do some shit or?
Yeah, nothing like, too bad. Just like getting around, like drinking when we were a bit underage and shit, going to parks and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Smoking a bit of weed.
Yeah,
But
fuck
yeah,
yeah.
nothing too bad. A lot of my friends did graffiti and stuff like that. So they were always sort of getting into a bit more trouble than me, I would
Mm,
say. But yeah, I
mm,
was never good at it, so I never really got into that too much other than like standing on the sidelines watching.
mm. Is that
So
what
yeah,
got you?
nothing too
Sorry.
serious. Nah, it's all good. Go for it.
Or I was just going to say, is that what got you into rapping, like with the exposure to graffiti and that, or
Definitely, it definitely pushed it a lot. I was into
yeah,
the music before that though. But yeah, once I got with like my mates who were sort of in that same hip hop, I guess you'd say, state of mind with all the graph and stuff like that, that we definitely meshed pretty quickly.
mm,
But no, I got into hip hop just like early as days listening to it. I said it on this other podcast, Gorillas, that Clint Eastwood
mm.
song. I don't know if you know that one.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, it's probably around 2000s it came out. But that was like the first proper rap song I remember hearing and like really getting
Yeah.
into. And then sort of just, yeah, expanded from there. My grandpa showed me a lot of stuff like old Public Enemy, NWA,
Mm,
Ice Cube, stuff like that. So yeah, it sort of just kept growing from there. And then I realized fucking, there's all this Aussie rap as well. So I started buying that and getting into that too. And it just
mm.
kept growing, man. Just kept growing and growing.
What Aussie artists were you into?
I think at the very start I would have heard Hilltop Hoods
Yep.
probably at the very start. What else? Would have been like Brad Strutt,
Mm,
Coolism,
mm.
what else? Like Elephant Tracks,
I
that
don't
whole
know
sort of
them.
label. Okay.
Oh, it's a label, is it?
Yeah, it's like a label. I think they're Sydney based. Yeah, a
Okay.
lot of their early stuff was pretty cool, sort of like boom bappy, bit of
Mm,
like reggae mix almost.
yeah.
What else? And then like maybe in high school years, I got onto like a bit more of the heavier Melbourne stuff, like
Okay.
Broken Tooth Entertainment, Crate Cartel, even though Morns and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
nice.
And then yeah, once I started like hearing, people from Melbourne and shit, it was so relatable. So I just yeah, just soaked it
Yeah.
all up pretty much.
That's what you want, eh? That's what I always like, when you're playing computer games or watching
Yeah,
movies, whatever, because most of it comes from America. It's like all these American cities, American this and that. And I
yeah,
always thought, like, fuck, man, how cool would it be to have like a computer game that's like made in Australia, you know?
yeah. Fuck, actually,
Um,
I've never even thought of that. That'd be sick.
Oh, to be mad because you could like, because especially these days with Google Maps and they've got everything mapped out, they'd
Yeah,
make it so accurate. You could like walk down your own street and see your building.
that would be crazy. Yeah,
It'd be
even
so
like little
cool.
GTA around the city.
Yeah, bro, that's literally the game that I was thinking of when I was
Yeah,
playing
wow,
GTA as a kid. You
that'd
played
be mad.
GTA a lot?
Yeah, man. San Andreas was the one that actually
Yeah.
um was definitely a pretty big part in like discovering rap. You know how they always had the
Mm,
radio with the West Coast classics and stuff.
yep.
Used to hear heaps of it through that. I reckon that's how I got onto NWA, maybe.
Nice, bro. Yeah, when you mentioned Ice Cube before, like I know everyone knows Ice Cube and this and
Yeah,
that, but I just like, and I'm not saying anything that anyone hasn't said, but I just fucking love his music, hey.
yeah, man. He's
Yeah,
so good, isn't he?
yeah. For
Did
me, sorry, yeah,
I was gonna say, did you go to he came out this year with Cypress Hill?
bro. I didn't. I saw it, but I didn't go.
That was insane, man. Because I've been wanting to see him for like at least 10, 15 years, probably.
Yeah,
Just one man and a mic, and the whole stadium, I think it was pretty much packed. Rod Laver, just a whole hour, just him. Oh, him and Dub C, to be fair, doing his backups, but man, he just killed it. It was awesome.
it was so good, and he's
But
like someone that's at the top of their game. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, it's one thing to see. I went and saw. I don't know if you saw, but Ciecmate was hosting like a thing in Sydney a little while ago, just like a
yeah,
week or so ago, with a bunch of like old school guys and stuff. And I went and saw that, and even like some of the energy of those guys on stage is fucking crazy. But
yeah,
then
man.
like trying to imagine like what Ice Cube would be like, it's
Yeah,
like next level, eh?
he's on some crazy, yeah, next level shit, full stadium. I remember at one point he was on the mic, he was like, "Can Ice Cube still rap?" And the whole crowd's just like going off.
Yeah,
It's like, "Yeah, man, you can." And he's like
yeah,
50 something, so it's even more impressive.
yeah. That's the other thing, and the stamina too.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
miss like a bar, so he just kept it going.
yeah, bro.
Well, that's
That's
cool.
one.
So you went to that Sydney gig because I wanted to go there, but obviously I couldn't really make the trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Checkmate, Viliani, they kill it. Who else was on it? OT, I think. Was he on the?
OT, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't remember, but there was Hell on Earth, there
yeah.
was Deluxe, there was oh fuck, I can't remember his name, but bro, one of the guys from Death Wish Cast was there.
Oh yeah, fuck, that's crazy, man.
It was really cool, and it was cool to see because my like hip hop background is a lot of US stuff, right? So I
Yeah,
would listen to a lot of stuff from over there. And the only real Australian artist that I knew about were mostly the guys that are making noise now, you know, and
Yeah,
then in
right.
the grime wave that we had a few years back. And obviously like a few of the classics and stuff like that. But bro, I didn't know much about the Melbourne scene at all, right? And then all these, like I was asking people like, hey, you know, tell me about all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so many good artists were coming out of Melbourne, like Bias B, Brad Strite, you
Yeah.
mentioned. And to see some of these guys, because some of these guys were from Melbourne that were at the Sydney show, you know, and to see
Yeah.
some of them was fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, it's cool. There's a lot of all over Australia, man. There's people popping off everywhere. It's crazy. Such
Yeah.
like I mean, if you're not like tuned into it, you don't really notice, but there's so much shit going on as well if you are
Yeah,
locked
yeah.
in there.
That's what I've started realizing, bro. Because I was, you know, I've always been like a surface level hip hop fan,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like getting like right into it, this has only happened over the last couple of years,
Yeah.
and this is what I've started realizing. It's like you think that you kind of know like a bit about hip hop,
Yeah.
and then you realize like, oh fuck, like I know nothing. There's so
Crazy,
much
yeah.
more to learn, you know. But it's like a good thing because it's like the like possibilities are endless. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a cool rabbit hole to go down. You just keep finding more and more.
Yeah,
Usually, like if you
yeah,
find a new artist, maybe they'll have a feature song with another person you've never heard, and then you go off onto that spiral. And yeah,
yeah, exactly. Hey, what's your kind of take on like so features, right?
yeah,
If you're gonna do a feature on someone else's track,
yeah,
I don't know, like if you're like what's your kind of approach? Because I've heard of two approaches, and some people seem to say that they want to do 110% because it's like an advertisement for them, right?
yeah,
They want to put their best shit in there so that people hear them. And then other people sort of say that it's like you want to put your best stuff in your own work, and then when features come, you just sort of like, yeah, obviously you give it your all, but
yeah,
you know, what do you sort of think about that?
yeah. I feel that. For me, like as long as the beat's tight and everything, as soon as like I start writing and it's spilling out, I always just try and put in 100%,
Yeah.
essentially. So yeah, I'm always just trying to do it. And on other features as well, there's a bit of that competitive nature. So you sort of want to like at least
Mm,
do as sound as good as the other person that's got you on the song. So yeah, for me personally, I always just try and go hard as possible.
nice, bro. Yeah. You're competitive usually, are you?
Yeah, like in a good way. I mean,
Yeah.
um, looking at everyone else, it just inspires me to keep going. People like Ciecmate, Viliani, and stuff like that. A lot of
Yeah.
that raw, grittier sort of stuff. Yeah, it just inspires me to go like give them all sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's the thing. It can either do like it can push you one of two ways, right? Like
Yeah,
you can get inspired by it, or you could get like demotivated by it to be like, oh, I'm never gonna be that good, you know?
yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
Um, One of those. I was gonna say OT, man. When I first heard him, like I'm like, fuck, like it's just blown me out of the water. I don't know if I'll ever do it. But at
yeah,
the same time, you just got to keep working until you feel like you are as good as that. Or, you know, different music sounds so different sometimes. Like you could just be in totally different lanes, and it's
yeah,
just not going to sound the same. But at the same time, if you're doing your thing, it's all good.
yeah. So what's your because the way you rap, or from my sort of interpretation of it, it's very like intricate and sharp and like punchy, and you do quite a lot of fast rapping in some of your tracks
Yeah.
as well. Like you were talking about, you know, like different styles and being in certain lanes and stuff. Like, where do you want to take that? Like, are you going to go further down that and get as good as you can with that, or
Yeah, it's hard to say. Different projects and stuff. I reckon I try, or at least these days, try and find like sort of different producers to work with, and it usually comes from the beat, like
mm,
depending which lane I'm going to go with the song. But I
mm,
like to mix it up. I'll generally with the flow, it's usually pretty fast and up tempo and stuff like that. So that's more or less always in it.
mm.
But yeah, I guess it sort of just depends on the beat and how I'm sort of feeling on it.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, because that's what I noticed. The speed was something I noticed straight away, and
Yeah,
like you know, another guy that I'd compare that to is like Wombat. You know what I mean? Like he's fucking like the way he fucking delivers shit.
yeah,
I don't know if you listen to much of his stuff, but it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
crazy, eh?
yeah, man. He's got one of those fucking just like those. I love those 3 minute songs where he just goes in the whole time and just like
Yeah,
just doesn't stop. So yeah,
but
that sort of shit inspires me heaps, man.
nice. Yeah, is that like sort of what you see yourself doing, like that real fucking like sharp and fast and
Yeah, to some extent, I always try and keep the pen nice and sharp and just like
mm,
hit all the bars. That's what's funnest for me when I'm actually writing it and rapping it, like hitting all those multi syllables and stuff like that, trying to fit them all in.
yeah. Do you freestyle much?
Just with my mates, really. Never like, never anything I'd want to put out in the world, really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, me and
Yeah.
my mates will sit there and sit around all day and fucking spit some dumb shit. But yeah, nothing too intelligent.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard, bro. I mean, I don't really do it, but it's
Yeah,
hard, like I can imagine to think of all that stuff, and that even some of the best freestylers, like it's a freestyle, it's off the top, like it's not going to
yeah,
sound perfect,
yeah. Can't
Um,
remember who said it. I think it was Sean Price, maybe. But they're like even the best freestyler in the world. Like if you catch him on the wrong day, like
mm,
it's gonna be shit, sort of thing.
yeah,
Hit and
yeah,
miss, hit and miss. But
yeah.
yeah, I've sort of dug myself into a hole of doing like really silly freestyles just to like make my mates laugh.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
that's like
yeah.
the only good thing I can freestyle about. It's like, fuck, I don't want anyone else to hear that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought of this one, like I may edit this out. I don't know. People get a bit fucking
Yeah.
sensitive these days, but I thought of this one line the other day. Um, I don't even know how you tie it in to make sense with anything, but
Yeah.
it's retards taking over the world. I call that globally challenged.
See, that's dope, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut that, I don't reckon.
Oh, people get mad if you say
Yeah, you never
retards
know.
now, but
You never know. You
um,
never know.
yeah, yeah, but
That's the other thing, like that's just a bar. Like, I feel like in this
exactly,
world, so much of the stuff like you just say, it's
yeah,
like, I mean, if you're being a good person and stuff, you should be able to have a little joke here and there about fucking, anything's on the
exactly.
table, I reckon.
Bro, I fully agree. I honestly think anything and everything can be joked about.
Yeah,
It's just how you do it. Sometimes it's
exactly.
it's not done well and it comes across offensive. But do you follow comedy much?
Yeah, man, I'm big on like the whole stand-up comedians and shit like that.
Mm,
I was gonna say like, as long as you're not actually like, putting someone directly down or anything like
yeah,
that. If it's all just sort of in the wind, like, yeah, anything goes, I reckon.
I agree. Yeah,
You know, you
100%.
can you can say stuff like that and then just be a good person, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
exactly,
there's the
man.
whole like I don't know if you do you watch South Park or anything.
I've watched bits and like
Yeah.
episodes here and there, but I've never watched it fully through. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I swear, man, if you watch that like the current episodes as like all the shit around the world's going on, they're always
Mm,
picking apart like little bits of politics and shit like that that's like actually happening at the time.
mm,
Man, they're geniuses. It's like you can either choose to be offended by it and like not learn anything or anything like that. But if you watch it and you're actually listening and sort of paying attention, read between the lines, they're saying heaps of smart shit and they're
mm.
putting you onto like, yeah, I don't know, pretty renowned like world issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they have
Like
good
a lot of
takes on it.
PC culture just like blocks that out and you sort of miss the opportunity to learn from it or at least just,
Yeah.
have a laugh.
Exactly, bro. I completely agree. And, I think, okay, yeah, there's a place for PC. I get it. Like, you can't go around just doing all this crazy shit all the time. Like,
Exactly.
we live in a society, it's just, I get it. But I just think, especially when it comes to comedy, but
Yeah.
even when it comes to music or any sort of arts or crafts, like anything where you're creating an expression, like, it's not like movies, man. Like,
Yeah.
someone can make a horror movie where people get raped, people get murdered, people get, you know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
don't assume that guy's a bad person, you
Yeah.
know?
Exactly, man.
So I don't know, man. I think yeah, I love comedy, bro. I watch it
Yeah.
like fucking if any downtime I've got where I just need to de-stress, it's
Yeah.
comedy. It's always comedy.
Like
Um
stand-ups or
stand up, a lot of
yeah.
stand up. I watch, the show Kill Tony.
Cool, Tony. Nah, I can't say I do.
Bro, it's not for everyone, but I
Okay.
love it. It's that on the line, it's that on the edge
Yeah.
comedy. It's
I'm gonna
there's a
write that
go-
down.
Yeah, it's really good. It's on YouTube.
Sweet.
Um, and essentially the premise is there's a comedian on stage. He's
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe. He hosts the thing, and he
Okay.
gets a guest or two other comedians to come on with him. And then what happens is they've got a bucket at the front of on the thing with all these names of comedians that put their name down to come up. And if you get your name pulled out, you've got to come
Yeah.
up and do a minute of stand up comedy,
Oh, yeah,
right?
shit.
But the people aren't screened. So sometimes you get like some really decent people, and bro,
Yeah.
sometimes they're genuinely crazy. And it's and Tony Hinchcliffe is like the best roaster I've ever seen, and he just roasts the shit out of them,
Fuck,
mate.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
just
definitely
hammers
go
them.
to that, man. That sounds right up my alley.
It's so funny, bro. It's so good. Um,
See, the Kill Tony.
Kill Tony, yeah,
Okay.
it's very very good. But
Awesome, man. I'll check that out.
yeah, all that sort of shit, man. What sort of Australian comedians do you get around?
Aussie comedians used to love well, I still do. Carl Barron.
Oh yeah, Yep.
Jim Jeffries is always pretty funny.
Excellent. Yeah.
Who else in Australia? They're probably two of the biggest like Australian ones I listen to.
Yeah.
I think who else. Yeah, probably they're two of the biggest sort of Aussie ones I listen to.
Yeah, bro. Jim
Other
Jeffries
favorites would be
is.
like, yeah, he's funny. We saw him live I think last year, and he was crazy live. As good as
Oh yeah, yeah. Was
that was.
that the which I think I might have seen that same show last year. Was
Yeah,
it
right.
what was it? I can't even think of what it was called.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Can't think of the name of it, but he's definitely
Yeah,
toned it down a little bit, I'd say, from his like older stuff. But
yeah,
as you do, I guess, as you grow up and you get kids and whatever.
yeah, bro. I was disappointed by that too. I was like, because I was expecting this like on the edge, like this,
Yeah,
real like sort of that sort of stuff to come out, and it was quite like it was quite PC, and it's
yeah,
fine. Like it was still good, but it just I don't know. I was a little disappointed.
yeah. No, I feel that it was definitely way more tame than like the old ones I'd watched of him.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Some of his older ones are so good. Like, obviously, everyone knows about the gun bit, the whole
Yeah,
situation. That was just excellent. Like the way he just put all that together and like
yeah,
the thinking behind it all, just so good, eh?
definitely. And see, like shit like that, like you could either get offended as by it, or like he's
Mm,
saying some pretty smart shit in that one.
mm. Exactly, man. Yeah, you can learn something from it. And
Yeah,
if you disagree, that's fine. It's just a joke. Like, just
yeah,
laugh, you
exactly.
know?
I
Yeah.
was thinking this the other day. Everybody who's ever watched like a stand up, I reckon like at some point throughout the whole like stand up, something hits you really hard, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, like I know exactly what he's talking about when he says something like that.
Mm.
I reckon that would go for everyone. At least one thing's gonna hit you like directly at home.
Yeah,
And
for
you could
sure.
either learn from it or again you could just be offended by it and be like, oh well, I'll never watch you again or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got to. Like I get it. Like I've been in that situation too. Where someone
Yeah.
says a joke and like recently, like it's just affected you personally, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, but you've got to. And I've been upset as well. But like
Yeah.
you've got to like, okay, think through it. He's a comedian. He's just
Yeah,
doing his job.
100%.
You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it.
Um, but yeah, man. But yeah, I love comedy. It's.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you'd ever try it? Stand up?
Maybe, man. I mean, got a couple jokes, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, I
Yeah,
was gonna say the other Australian comedian, I just thought, Heath Franklin's Chopper. You ever watch that?
I don't. No, I haven't.
He's hilarious, man. So he does he puts on like a Chopper Read impersonation.
Mm.
And fuck, man, we saw him live actually a couple years ago, and that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Just
good.
just belligerent, just talking absolute shit. Like, he's in character pretending he's Chopper Read essentially. So
I can
some pretty
imagine.
wild
Yeah.
stuff on that. Yeah.
What was his name? Heath
Heath Franklin
Franklin.
and Chopper. You look that
Chopper.
up, it'll definitely come up.
Nice. Yeah, bro. And I think there's a lot of crossover between comedy and hip hop in the sense that
Yeah.
the whole concept of it is in playing with the language in
Yeah.
ways to try and have an effect on people. And even just the live performance aspect. Like I imagine
Yeah.
bombing as a rapper is very similar to bombing as a comedian.
Yeah, I can imagine. I always
Yeah.
thought that at least with the music, you've got like the beat to sort of play off and stuff like that.
Mm,
Sometimes you might have a hype man, but comedians, they just stand up there with nothing but their like brain and a mic, and I don't know how they get through a whole hour without forgetting shit. And
yeah. That's always
cracks me.
amazed me as well. Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
memorizing an hour-long speech almost.
exactly.
It's
And you got
crazy.
nothing else off, just you just got to
Yeah.
remember.
Because even with like songs, like, sometimes you don't know the words, but as soon as you hear the beat, it's like, okay, they start coming back.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
kind of jog your memory. But yeah, comedians, man, it's something
Yeah,
else.
that's why it's so much more impressive because yeah, like you said, if you've got the music, that'll trigger it, and you got something to go off at least. But if you just got an hour of just you making jokes, it's just
Mm.
yeah, just all your memory.
Like you say, it's so much more impressive, but it's certainly not more popular. You know what I mean? More
True.
people resonate with music than live music even than they do with
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah, that's true, man. Very
Yeah.
true.
It's
Yes,
crazy,
yeah, they do hit sort of different.
yeah. It's strange, I've heard a few comedians talk about the concept of like, why is it that, if you hear a joke once, it's kind of
Yeah,
like that's it. Like unless it's a really good joke, you
yeah.
probably don't want to hear it again.
Fuck, that's true. Yeah, bad.
But with music, it's like you kind of only want to hear the songs that you've heard
Yeah,
before. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, it's true. I was never thought of that. But yeah, with the song, you just play it on repeat half the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like a
Um,
comedy special, you could probably watch that like the same one at least once every 5 years, or it'll be boring.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
true.
gonna ask you, like, what do you think is your favorite, like, song, album, whatever that you've created of your
Like
own?
of my own work.
Yeah.
Ooh, tough one. In terms of like the way it came about being made, I feel like the Lounge Room EP
Mm,
with Here We Go is off that one.
mm-hmm.
That was probably the funnest in terms of like because it was just me and my friend in my lounge room, like
Mm,
taking it easy. There wasn't sort of any pressure. We are just doing it as we went. That's probably my
nice.
favorite memory in terms of like creating it.
Yep.
But the actual like best body of work I've put out is the last CD, I reckon, the chapters
Okay.
between.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
cool.
just like I mean, even that was still a learning curve, but I had a bit more knowledge on how to like record and stuff like that.
Mm,
Um, there's a good like mix of sort of sounds in it as well, I reckon. So yeah, it's probably my proudest body of work.
okay. Nice, man. Yeah. Do you feel like, do you feel like you're constantly sort of stepping it up every new track that you put out? And then do you ever look back on your old stuff and be like, fuck, I can't believe I thought that was like, because I do that with all the stuff I post. If I look back like a month into like what I was posting a month ago, I'm like, fuck, I can't believe I posted that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, 100%. I reckon anyone who's like creating something looks back on their older stuff and goes like, oh, fuck, I don't know about that. There's
Yeah.
definitely a couple of songs I probably would, take off if I could these days.
Oh, really?
Uh, it's more just like the actual. There's a couple like choruses and shit that I just like listen to. I'm like, fuck, I just
Mm,
don't like that one. Not
yeah.
so much the verses. Most of the verses I stand behind, but yeah, a couple like choruses and shit like that. I'm just like, yeah, I don't really like that
Yeah.
with the older stuff. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's a bit of progression as well with each project.
That's good,
Especially the
man.
most recent one, like working with Ciecmate in his studio. We had a
Yeah.
lot of better recording equipment and everything like that. Plus his expertise in like mixing and mastering it. Actual
Yeah.
like sonically sounding wise, the very last one, yeah, came out like way better than the other ones. Just in terms
Okay.
of obviously he's got 20 years in the game of being able to like mix and master rap music. So yeah.
Yeah. Does it like getting around him for the first time, is it just like eye-opening in the sense where, you just like your learning curve just fucking like skyrockets?
Yeah, man, 100%. It's hard to wrap my head around like some of the technology side of things that he does.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's always given good pointers and stuff like that. He's like very much a mentor.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus, like I grew up listening to him, so his own music has definitely inspired mine in like heaps of ways. Yeah,
Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, that's so good. I think it's very important to have a mentor,
yeah,
because it's
100%.
like even the only real analogy I've got is like playing computer games because
Yeah,
but if you're playing computer games and you just sort of you're by yourself, single player, no internet, and you're just playing, like you kind of like learn at whatever pace. And
yeah,
then if you like watch a YouTube video of one of the pros playing, just like one video, and you're just like, oh fuck, you can do that. Oh, you can do that. I can imagine like even just watching Checkmate in
yeah,
the studio and just watching him do his thing would be like, oh fuck, okay. You
yeah,
know.
man, definitely. It's like not a cheat code, but yeah, like you were saying with the games, you just learn all these little parts you wouldn't have thought like previously to ever
Mm,
even do. So yeah, it's very cool getting like those little pointers and stuff.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Do you think like would you mentor people? Do you mentor anyone now? Is that something you'd want to do?
I don't at the moment, but yeah, if like the opportunity ever arise,
Yeah,
like artists that have been in the game like a bit like less than me and stuff, if they ever like reach out and have questions and shit like that, I always definitely get back to them.
yeah,
There's a couple like that. I wouldn't say so much mentor, but just like helping out here and there.
nice.
But yeah, definitely. I mean, if the chance of if anyone hits me up with like questions and shit like that, if
Yeah,
I have an answer, then yeah, I'll give it.
yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's cool. Um, yeah, my mate, Trilogy, he's I don't know. This is a bit off subject, but my mate,
Yeah.
my mate Trilogy, he's like a freestyle rapper,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's fucking like he's not perfect, right? Like he's just a back like a bedroom like rapper, like he's just done it
Yeah.
for fun, but he's so like much better than what he thinks, and I just I try and like explain to him like you need to fucking like go all in on this shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Right.
he just doesn't back himself. Like, have you ever struggled like with backing yourself? What was that like first sort of like step into the scene like? How'd you make that
Yeah.
decision?
Definitely. A lot of it was yeah, like back in like year 7 and stuff like that, I went under like a different rap name because it was still all digital world. I was putting up on like SoundCloud and shit like that.
Mm.
Used to cop a fair bit of shit for that, which made me take it all down and like sit for a couple of years and just sort of work on it behind the scenes until I felt like it was actually good enough to come back. So
Nice.
I mean, it made me feel really shit at the time, but I'm actually really glad it did go down like that because yeah, I took it all down. I stepped back and I really just worked and worked and worked until I felt like it was good enough to like
That's awesome.
not embarrass myself returning, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's really cool, bro, because it would be
Yeah,
so easy, especially at that age, to just like, and that was my mindset with like my attitude with anything. If someone
yeah,
was giving me shit for it, I was like, oh, well, I guess I can't do that, you know?
yeah. That was the
Um,
thing. But then, like, I just kept listening to the music. I was always listening because I was a fan first.
yeah.
And that just kept inspiring me. I'm like, fuck, I just got to keep going. But
Mm. What was
yeah,
that?
no, definitely what you were saying about your friend. Sometimes like you need another person to give you that little bit of a push to make you
Mm,
realize like you are good enough to like, yeah, be doing stuff. So
mm.
that's good, man. You got to keep kicking your friend up the ass, telling him to get
Yeah.
it.
100%, bro, because like he that's what he would want to do. Like I know
Yeah,
him. He it's not like he's working in his career in like this or that. Like he's just working a job
yeah,
and he's doing well, He definitely has been he's doing well for himself compared to what he was. But
yeah,
I just know that what he wants to be doing is rapping. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. It's always a tough one, but yeah, you got to find time and just like do it for yourself. Can't remember who said it as well, but saw some shit like no one ever got like rich off a 9 to 5
Yeah.
working for someone else's dream. You got to
Yeah.
fucking go push your own shit.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, 100%. So like when did you decide that this is it? Like this is what you're gonna do?
Probably around I think I did my first like live gig when I was 17. I want to say it was definitely under 18,
Mm,
16 or 17. But yeah, when I got like the taste for that first live show,
mm.
that's what really kicked me up the arse, I reckon. And I thought like, yeah, I got to keep doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, around 16 or 17,
Nice.
um,
Did
with
it go
the
well, the first show?
yeah, man. There was one song I sort of like drifted off mid verse, and then I brought it back with the hook. But other than that,
Mm,
it went very well.
awesome.
It was a bit with this guy called Fatty Few, so that was his one of his EP like launches.
Oh
And I won
yeah.
this little competition to get on for the live gig. So I think it was a 10-minute set. But yeah, man, I was just young, like hungry for it, and they were all really responsive. I think they knew like this is like a little 16-year-old kid or some shit up there rapping, and they were all real
Yeah.
supportive, real responsive. Even Fatty Few was just standing in there like front row, just watching the whole thing.
Nice.
Gave me some props after, so that really pushed it. Yeah, so shout out
Yeah.
to Fatty Few for that. That meant heaps. And then
That's
after that,
awesome.
yeah, I got a little taste for it. And I just kept wanting to do it.
Yeah. That's such a good age to get into it too, I think,
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
lucky. Yeah, really lucky to have gotten that one because if that one didn't happen, fucking don't know if I ever even would have got a gig. Who knows? But that really
Yeah.
pushed it. Yeah,
Right. Okay. So like at that point, like when did you start rapping? Because you said in year seven you put music out,
yeah.
and people didn't respond well to it. When did you start rapping?
I got into it maybe. I started listening to rap music maybe year 3 or 4.
Wow. Yeah.
What's that like 9 or 10 ish? I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And I started doing stupid little raps in like year 5 and 6. Putting them out in like year 7 once we recorded a couple. So
Yep.
around the age of like 10 to 12
That's
is when I
crazy.
first started doing it. And then, like I said, I took those couple years off, but still working on it behind the scenes and shit. And then I came back when I was maybe 14, 15,
Mm,
like putting a couple of songs up on SoundCloud and shit like that as well. So yeah, around that time frame is when it all began.
mm. That's so young, man. That's so cool to have
Yeah,
that like mindset and that. Like, do you reckon you ever got obsessed like with practicing at that age?
yeah, definitely. At one point, it was like all I did, which
Yeah.
was cool. Um, but yeah, I always just loved the music, so it just made sense. Just kept doing it. It's sort of an
Yeah.
easy thing to like sit in your room and write raps all day. So just
Mm.
kept doing it.
Did you have much of a social life? Or because when I was that age I didn't, and
Yeah,
I played guitar, right? That was my thing, and I'd be in my room and I
excellent.
just all I'd do would be play guitar.
Nice, man. I mean, yeah, I always kicked it with like my friends and stuff, but anytime I was home, like doing nothing, then
Yeah.
I'd be writing raps. So yeah, I'd
Nice.
go to at that time I'd be going to school, maybe kick it for an hour or two after school or on the weekends. And then
Mm.
all the other time, just pretty much writing raps and stuff.
That's so awesome, bro. It's good to get obsessed, you know. I think
Yeah,
there's like some people just don't seem to have that, whatever it is that makes people like you get obsessed with this. Some people just don't
yeah,
seem to have that, you know.
yeah. It's fair enough. I guess the passion's just got to hit you, or you got to really, really love what you're doing.
Yeah. That's the main thing. Hey, that's the main thing is loving what you're doing. And I
Yeah,
think that's why I can put so many hours into this and I don't get exhausted, you know,
yeah.
because
No, that's cool, man.
I just love it. Like it's like I've never felt more happy, like more fulfilled or happier than when I'm doing this, you know.
Sick, bro. Yeah, no, it's good to hear. Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
feel like especially when it's something that you're putting your own time in and that you created yourself. Like
Mm.
I don't know, you get a sense of fulfillment out of it as well.
Mm. Exactly, man. 100%. You get a sense of fulfillment and a sense of achievement as well. You know, when people start resonating with it,
Yeah,
when people start like actually saying like, "Hey, you know, I like what you're doing," it's like,
yeah,
"Fuck, man!" Like you always wanted that to happen, but it's like, did you ever really think that was going to happen? You know?
definitely, man.
Um,
Yeah, that's a big thing as well. Like there's always that thought in your head that you can do it, but when other people like actually give you props and stuff, you're like, all right,
mm.
I am on the right sort of track.
Do you find it's hard to like look at your own music objectively?
When you say objectively, as in like,
So, like, if you're recording a song, is it
yeah,
hard for you? Because you're obviously going to have attachment to it because it's an expression, right? It's an
yeah,
expression to some degree. So, do you find it hard to like look at it and decide, okay, this is good, that's not good, this is good? Do you like, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No, I do know what you mean. Definitely, yeah, definitely more so these days.
Hmm.
Um, Now that like I've had a bit more experience and stuff like that, I think I can tell when something doesn't quite sound right or it's a bit off.
Mm.
With like more of the previous projects, I think as long as all the words were there and shit like that that I recorded, I'd sort of just put it out with like as it is and be happy with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these days I definitely sit down, practice it to the point where like you don't have to read it off your phone or whatever. It's got to all be in your head.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
that way, I just know it so well that if something's off, I guess like yeah, just practice makes perfect. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, definitely these days I'll be like, all right, that sounds a bit off. Like, got to change that and shit like that.
Nice. That's cool, man. Because that's something I really struggle with. Like, because I record guitar sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't so much these days, but like if I'm recording stuff, like I'll be like, oh, like I think it sounds good, but
yeah,
like you know what I mean. But I
yeah,
don't
man,
know.
100%.
Yeah,
That was a good thing working with Ciecmate as well. It's good to have like another ear, especially like a professional ear, sort of
mm,
giving you little tips and stuff like that.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
listen to much
Nice.
rock music as well if you're playing guitar?
Well, yeah, in a sense, like so, my dad's right into all that sort of 70s, 80s, all that sort
Yeah,
of all the classic music, the rock music from back then,
yeah, nice.
and he's into a lot of niche stuff as well, and so I was exposed to a lot of that as a kid. Um, but these days, it's like exclusively hip hop.
Yeah,
Like I'm not opposed to listening to anything else. It's like if it comes on, I'm still I'm passionate about music. You know,
yeah,
I'll listen to it and I'll appreciate it, and I'll be like, oh, this or that. It sounds really cool. But when it comes to my choices, yeah, it's just always hip hop.
yeah, man, that's fair enough. Is there
Mm.
like a particular obviously there's so many different sounds under hip hop these days. Is there like a particular like subgenre of hip hop you love the most?
There's definitely one that I dislike the most.
Yeah, what's that? Or you
Probably
can't
drill,
say.
bro.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, look, sorry, there is ones that I like the most, and we'll get into that. But like, when drill is done well, I really
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
because the beat is amazing, right? The beats are always amazing, and they're
beats
very
are always
good at
good.
pumping you up and just getting your attention and just like it's like in your face and it's fucking mad, right? But
Definitely.
when I lose interest and or respect is when it's just the rapping is just very like it's the same flow, it's the same
Yeah,
delivery, it's the same content of the lyrics. It's like we've heard this before.
yeah, bro, definitely,
But
definitely.
when artists are trying to mix it up and they're turning it around a bit, okay,
Yeah,
like you've got my interest back in.
yeah, nah, definitely. There's some real standout sort of ones.
Mm,
But like you were saying, all the rest that just sounds pretty much exactly the same. It's just
yeah.
yeah, we've heard this.
Exactly. Yeah. I got lots of respect for 1-4, lots of respect for all
Yeah,
those guys that are truly pioneering a sound and doing
exactly.
their own thing. Lots and lots of respect because that's a hard thing to
100%.
do. And they've done a very good job.
Yeah, so they do it
Um,
well, but you've not like it's so clear to see once they come out, that was the sound, for like
yeah.
the last 2, 3 years, everyone was just sounding exactly like that. It's like, it's good to take off that and put your own spin on it or something. But if it's just exactly the same, like, yeah, it's just
Exactly.
boring, really.
100%. But yeah, I think a lot of people, and I guess you kind of see this with all waves
Yeah,
in hip hop and that. But I think yeah, a lot of people just think, oh, they got rich and famous like off this, and it
yeah,
seems like it was quick and easy, but really, like 1-4 have been fucking working hard for years before they
exactly.
blew
Yeah,
up. It's not this quick and easy fucking ride to the top.
yeah. It
Um,
never is.
no, exactly. And if it ever is, it's not sustainable, I think.
Exactly. That's
You
right.
know, you build that character, you build um that those skills and everything that you need to maintain that longevity
Yeah,
on your way up. If your way up is just overnight, like you don't have time to develop yourself.
yeah. It's very true, man. And then it's just who knows? You got to keep the momentum going and everything from there.
Yeah, exactly. Do
But
do you
yeah,
ever
no,
worry like that you like as because you're doing pretty well now, like people are starting to recognize the skills that you have, and like I was like a bunch of people told me about you before I actually came across you and were saying, oh,
yeah, right.
you got to check this guy out. So do you ever feel any pressure of like now that this is starting to happen, like what if I lose it?
Yeah, I guess I don't really think of it too much at this current point in time. Like, got heaps of shit sort of sitting there ready to go. As long as I'm
Nice.
still like feeling passionate about it, I reckon it'll go on.
Yep.
But then at the same time, I guess fucking I can't be doing this when I'm 50, or maybe
You
I
don't
can. I
think
don't know.
so?
Ice Cube is so.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I guess like yeah, maintaining like a level of health is probably like a massive thing in terms of like longevity.
Mm.
But I feel like I'll always be inspired. I'll always love it. So I feel like currently, it'll just keep going. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, nice, bro. That's awesome. So, where do you kind of see yourself, like 5 years from now? Do you have any short-term goals? Like, you don't have to say anything, obviously, that you want to keep, as a surprise or whatever, but
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to collab with this guy, or I want to, is there anything you're planning?
Yeah, 100%. At the moment, so I'm sitting on a couple projects, but I'd
Mm.
love to go over to New York and just like
Ooh,
try and push it as much as I can over there.
yeah,
Was saying it on the Robbie P podcast as well. I just feel like if I could get in the room with like an OG New York like
yeah,
rapper that loves their lyricism, their boom bap and shit like that, and show them some of the stuff like this kid from Australia is doing, I reckon that would
yeah.
blow some minds over there, and hopefully, yeah, maybe spark some shit.
That'd be awesome, bro. Yeah. So
Yeah,
New
man.
York, yeah,
Yeah, but like in terms of people I want to work with, man, it would take so long to list like everyone
yeah, yeah, yeah,
from Australia to New York to
yeah,
America. I mean, Australia, UK, America.
yeah,
It's just like all the top tier rappers, man. I'd
yeah.
love to work with them all if the time came.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It'd
But
be
like in
so.
saying that, man, even just doing songs with Ciecmate and like Scotty
Mm,
Hines and Sinks on this last album, that just blows me away that I even fucking because I've been listening to them since I was year seven probably maybe year six.
mm.
So yeah, even just connecting with them is crazy for myself.
That's got to be so crazy, and also the fact that they respect you. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's the biggest thing I'd say. You don't get paid too much in money, but paid in like yeah, I guess words respect. Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. But I think, it seems like you've got the right mindset. It seems like you love it. It seems
Yeah,
like you're not afraid to put in the work.
yeah,
Like even at the age of like, 13, you were saying in year seven, and you spend 2 years like just fucking working on it, working on it, working on it. Like you've got that drive, you've got that mentality. So it's like kind of you were saying almost this a minute ago, but if you keep practicing, it's almost inevitable to some degree that you're gonna keep
yeah,
progressing.
100%. And I think I was watching one of the Discover Hip Hop podcast the other day, and
Mm,
you said that maybe about JBT, how he's got such a big body of work. If you just keep
mm,
putting stuff out, it's more or less inevitable that people are going to find it. So if you just keep
exactly.
doing it.
Just keep
Um,
going.
yeah, but the other thing I guess is you got to make sure it's all quality, at least in your own mind, so that other
Yeah.
people can tell it's
Well,
quality as well.
that's another thing I was wondering about, which I'll ask you now. Is like I was
Yeah,
chatting to again my mate Trilogy. I was asking him like, what do you want to prioritize in this situation? Like, and so what do you think is important, especially when you're just starting out?
yeah,
Is it like, do you want to set a standard of quality where it's anything that dips below this, it's not going up, it's not going out,
yeah,
or do you want to find a balance between quality and quantity so you can put yourself out there?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. I think for anyone putting out music, as long as you genuinely feel like it's good enough to put out there, then
Mm,
go for it, I reckon.
okay.
Um, but yeah, I guess, people probably have different standards of what is quality and what isn't. So it's kind of hard to say. But
Mm.
for me at least, as long as I'm like feeling it myself, I'm happy enough to put it out there, sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Like a song by song basis sort of thing. It's like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, generally for me, mostly I would like sort of do project to project rather than like singles and stuff like that.
Yep.
So if there's something that just doesn't really compete with the other ones or it doesn't quite fit in there, I'll just flick that to the side and stick with yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Um, but I guess quality in terms of like what you actually put into it compared to like quality of the sound as well can be quite different
Mm,
because up until this very last release, a lot of like the equipment we were using and stuff like that, it was all pretty shoddy sort of equipment. So it's
mm,
like all the raps in there are good, but it might not be the best quality sound just because of what we were using and stuff like that.
mm.
That makes sense. I
Yeah,
think in terms of
100%.
that, if people are struggling with that, then just put it out because as long as the actual music's good and stuff like that, eventually, you work your way up to finding, proper mix
Mm.
mastering and stuff like that. But as long as the skill level is there, if that makes sense, like
Yeah, right. I get what you're saying because even if surface level fans aren't resonating with it because the recording quality is not
yeah,
great, if you get some real hip hop heads hear your stuff, they go, "Oh fuck, like this guy, like he knows what he's
yeah,
doing."
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And a
Mm.
lot of it, or at least with the rap, like boom bap sort of rap, sometimes it can sound better when it's, not clean at all, coming
Mm.
out all crispy and shit like that. That often works up well.
Bro, do you know the rapper XL?
XL, Jace XL?
No, it's just EXL.
Okay. Nah, can't say I do.
Okay, he's mate. I'll find someone. I'll try and find someone that you know.
Yeah.
Like you know Lil Snow.
Will Snow, yep.
So like I was thinking this about with his style as well, and XL is very similar. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like it's like it's intentionally off, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
right.
he's like perfected that sound of like being a little bit off. Like it's
Yeah.
raw and it's like sometimes things are slightly I don't even I wish I could explain what I'm trying to say better, but like, with these ad libs and stuff, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it'll be slightly in the wrong spot or it'll be, but it's like intentional and it's like
Yeah.
what you were saying, like that rawness kind of complements the boom bap and that
Yeah,
sort of
definitely,
street
man.
style.
Definitely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that a lot of especially in Australia, there's a lot of like it sounds so obscure sometimes the music coming out, but
Mm,
because it's intentional, like it's just original, It's like
mm.
it's not that they're like not skilled or something like that because they're intentionally doing like certain shit like that might sound off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if anything, I reckon that generally works to their strengths more so because if it's intentional, people will realize it and yeah,
Yeah. It's almost harder, you know what I mean? To like,
exactly, yeah,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly like what I was thinking about, like XL and Lil Snow, literally just a
yeah,
couple of days ago. It's like, they sound like they sound like they're nothing special, but that's what makes them so special is that they can sound that way, but
yeah,
it's so perfectly that way. And that's
yeah.
why they're at the top of that sound. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
man. Yeah. And it's unique, it's original.
Mm,
Because a lot of the stuff these days is like we're saying about drill, like so much of it sounds so similar
mm.
that nothing's really standing out from all that.
How do you like navigate trying to keep your sound original and yeah, keep your point of difference kind of thing?
I think like I know what sort of works with me best. Well, in terms of like music, like I can't sing, I don't
Yep.
produce, like it's always just been about like the raps, man.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, I'm just like from my strengths is just penning like a good verse and shit like that.
mm,
So as long as the flow's right and everything like that, um, and like the lyrics always try and say like sometimes I'll have a bit of fun with songs, sometimes I'll try and say something in it.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one.
It's just sort of I mean, I can imagine it's just like when you're writing music, you just whatever comes sort of thing, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my stuff that like I've put out that I really like is all stuff I write in like maybe one or two sessions sitting down.
Mm,
If I have to work on it for too long, it usually doesn't end up becoming anything. Um,
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, usually all my favorite songs have just like spilled out in a night sort of thing.
Wow. So you think it's like because I write, right? I
Yeah.
write music. I don't rap or sing or anything, but I just like
Okay.
to write.
Yeah, sick.
Um, and I think I get what you're saying is like because sometimes I'll just have something come over me where it's like, fuck, I've got to get this paper and I've got to
Yeah,
write. I'm feeling it. I'm in that mood, and it
that's
just
it.
fucking comes out. Like
Exactly.
it just floats out, and it's just like, wow, like where did this come from? But if I try and sit down, like, okay, today I'm gonna write something. I sit down, I try and write it. It's just so
Yeah.
forced.
Yeah, exactly, man. I think it's just gotta, yeah, sort of come to you in waves,
Mm,
especially with some of the more like technical rap sort of ones. I feel like when they just spill
mm,
out and it just keeps that momentum going, that's when they come out the best. Whereas if I have
mm.
to stop and really think of like what's gonna fit there, how this is gonna sound and stuff, I end up sort of like I don't know, slows down the momentum of my writing, which then slows down the momentum of like how it comes out, I reckon.
Yeah, interesting.
And
That
it
makes
just
sense.
flows like, yeah, flows out of my mind, flows on the track sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Do you do anything to like because you've got a lot of like multi-syllables, like rare sort of complex words that
Yeah.
aren't used often. Do you do anything to expand your vocabulary?
Yeah, I do a fair bit of reading.
Yep.
And if there's ever like a word I just never heard of before or some shit like that, I'll look it up in the dictionary, try and like drill that into my mind a little bit. So yeah, I do a
Mm,
fair bit of reading, maybe like a book every 2, 3 months.
okay.
Not crazy, obviously people read way more than that, but
Yeah. But that's
yeah,
consistent
just try
reading.
and like you said, expand the vocabulary, get some new words, get like the lexicon bigger.
Mm,
Just yeah, if there's like a word I hear that I've never heard before and I really like it and it's got a good definition or some shit like that, I'll write
mm,
that down in my notes and like use it for a later date or something like that.
nice.
But I've,
Yeah.
I've got to truly understand what the word means, otherwise I won't put it in there because
Because
it'll
you
just
want
be
to use it in the right context.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that
But yeah,
makes sense,
definitely.
bro.
I would say mostly just reading and honestly just listening to other people's music. Sometimes I'll
Mm.
have a bar, I'll end it with a word you don't know. It's like, what the fuck's that? So I'll go look that up and yeah, work it out from there.
Mm. Bro, MF Doom's got so much of that. I don't know if
Yeah,
you've listened to a lot of his stuff.
yeah, man.
Oh, so good, bro. And
Other good too.
it's like so, it's it's so unique. You know what I mean? It's so his own work.
100%.
Um, and yeah, just the words and the rhymes that he uses, I've taken so much from that.
Yeah,
Just like you were saying, like in my vocabulary, and just like, oh, like you can rhyme things that way, or you can, you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's like so
definitely,
crazy.
definitely, man. He's really good at. I think he either said it in an interview or something like that, where if he has a bit of a flow going, you know how sometimes you can tell what the next word's going to be, and it's like
Yep.
that's definitely it. I remember hearing him say something like, when he gets to that point where like the listener's going to know what the next word is, he'll put something totally different and then just change the rhyme scheme from there, and you can hear it in heaps of his
Yeah.
music. Once he said that, I started hearing it in like all of his songs. It's like, all right, this is definitely going to be what, not
That's
something else.
cool. Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
it
I'm
keeps you
gonna
on your
listen
feet,
to
keeps
MF
you.
Doom after this and try and I like
Yeah,
that. That's
it's a good
cool.
call, man. Once I heard that, I swear I heard it in like nearly every song at least once.
Mm. That's so smart too, because yeah, I think there's not nothing worse, but there's nothing um that nothing grabs your attention like
Yeah,
a misdirect. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Because you're
exactly.
kind of following it and you expect it to go this way, and then it turns, and then you suck back in.
Yeah,
You know what I
fully.
mean?
When you're really like immersed in it. So, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
very smart tactic he's been using.
yeah,
I
and
see the Mad Villain. Is that a vinyl?
yeah, bro, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
it's the single or the EP, I think is a single, or it's
Sick,
got
yeah.
illest villains, curls, scene three, and all caps.
Oh yeah, very nice. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, all caps on vinyl. That's always good.
it's so good, bro.
How do you digest your music, man? Mostly vinyl or
Mostly, honestly, I know it's the murderer of the music scene, and I plan to change all this, but
yeah,
it's honestly mostly Spotify.
yeah, no, that's
Um,
fair enough, man.
Spotify or YouTube,
Yeah.
But I guess while we're here, I might ask you, like, what platform do you favor the most as an artist?
As an artist, probably Bandcamp, I reckon. It's
Okay.
not so much like a streaming service, I guess you'd say, as more like a hub for an artist.
Hmm.
So you can set up like you can listen to it digitally, but it's more like you can put up merchandise, you can put up like physical copies that people will buy. I
Ah,
think after a certain like if you listen to one album on Bandcamp enough times, eventually it will pop up and be like, you can't listen to this anymore unless you buy it.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty good in terms of like, yeah, getting a bit of coin to the artists.
Yeah.
But I mean, Spotify is definitely good in the sense that one, it's accessible as you
Yep.
can find heaps of like new material that you might not have heard before.
Mm,
And, like a lot of the time, I think fuck Spotify for like getting the 1 cent every like however
yeah.
many thousand plays. But I mean, without that, a lot of the other time wouldn't be even be getting the cent. So
I get
it's
you.
up and down.
Yeah.
It's good to have a bit of
Because
both, I reckon. Like
y-
an option for like where you can either buy it digitally or physically,
mm,
and also like stream as well. It's good to have a
mm.
little bit of both.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because it's like it's you know, you got to try and find the balance between
Yeah,
what the artist wants and what the listeners want.
exactly.
And Spotify is, I think, too far on the side of the listeners.
Yeah,
But that's also why they're so successful as a business, because they're catering to the listeners.
definitely.
But I really think that there's a way, I don't know what it is, but I think there's a way to properly find that balance. And like, that's part of what I want to do with this is like this, I want to focus this around the artists.
Yeah.
Fuck, something just unplugged. So I hope that wasn't something
Yeah, no,
essential.
can't see you anymore, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Camera's gone flat. I'll just
Okay.
change the battery. Won't be a second, brother. I'll cut this out.
That's all right, bro. All good.
But yeah, what were we talking about? We're talking about the
Um,
balance.
yeah, the streaming.
Yeah, like I think yeah, what I want to do is I want to prioritize the artist, and the thinking behind that is um you know by creating a comfortable environment for you guys,
Yeah,
which in my opinion, if you love the art form, if you love hip hop, that's what you should be doing.
yeah,
um but I think that's going to bleed through into the content, you know what I mean? And
yeah, definitely.
like you were saying, when you perform and when you record a song that's like a true expression that's coming out in some moment of expression or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah,
the quality of that is going to be, and the sound of that is going to be so much more real and authentic than something that you've forced yourself to write.
yeah, exactly. 100%. If you're feeling it, like, yeah, you can tell the authenticity and sort of the love. And that's the cool thing with is my dog like overtaking the sound?
I can hear it, but I mean, if
Yeah.
there's not much you can do.
Yeah, give us 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries.
If you've just got the love for it, I mean, it just shows, I think.
Mm,
But that was the other thing I was going to say because you were talking about how you wanted to like mostly put on artists and stuff like that. I was thinking because obviously there's so many podcasts out here, but the reason why I reckon yours is really cool is one, like you can tell you got the passion in
mm,
terms of just like what you're listening to, but
mm,
also at the same time I liked how a couple of the ones I was watching you were saying it's not like necessarily the sort of like music you might be listening to yourself. You're
mm.
still putting the artists on, you're giving like a good review and telling other people who might be interested in that sort of style of music to get onto it. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
cool.
I try to look at it because there was that one guy in particular, Player
Yeah,
the Cannibal Clown. Shout out if you're listening, bro. And it's like, yeah, that insane clown posse, that kind of
yeah,
music, bro. It makes me feel fucking weird. Eh? I can't, I
yeah.
can't, I
Nah,
can't do it.
fair enough, man. A lot of it's like dead set scary.
It is, bro. I agree,
Yeah,
and it's like, why? Like, yeah. Anyway, it's full on.
yeah.
But
But early days, not so much insane clown posse themselves, but I used to get into a fair bit of like they call it horrorcore.
mm,
With like there's actually a really good group that like sort of came up under them called Twisted. Do you ever listen to them?
Twisted.
Twisted, yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's sort of like insane clown posse, but a bit less insane. Does that make
Okay,
sense? It's a bit
okay.
more digestible. So they got a pretty cool mix of like heavy metal, rap, rock sort of stuff. But no,
Mm,
I reckon they actually do it quite well.
all right.
Because yeah, most of that other stuff I don't fuck with too much, but they're probably like a pretty good standout in terms
Yeah.
of that stuff. And King Gordy, you ever hear of him as well?
No, I haven't.
He's pretty cool as well.
Okay.
Pretty fucking insane music, but yeah, a lot of it's really cool as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've listened to a bit of horrorcore as well. Like I first heard of this term horrorcore when I was
Yeah.
checking out Insane Clown Posse.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then I went on to a horrorcore playlist on Spotify and I was like, oh, like fucking 70% of these songs are already in my library.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So I didn't realize that I was listening to horrorcore, but like I don't know if you know Tara Reid, um, and like, Ghost Main and Suicide
Yeah,
Boys, all that
heard
sort of
those things.
stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, fuck, because that's all technically horrorcore then, yeah.
Apparently so, yeah. Well, at least it
Yeah,
was in the playlist anyway.
yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense because yeah, thinking of like Ghost Main, I've heard him a couple of times. It's like real new age sort of, I guess horrorcore as well. But yeah, you can see how
Mm,
it's developed into that sort of thing. That's
yeah.
pretty interesting. Yeah,
Um, but yeah, this guy, man, play the Cannibal Clown. It's like, okay, I don't really resonate with that music, but
yeah,
you can still try and look at it objectively and like, oh, okay, well, this is what he's going for.
yeah,
And to me, it seems like he's achieving that because it made me feel pretty uncomfortable. So, and I think
yeah.
that's, you know what I mean?
It's
So
probably exactly what he's trying to do. So there you go.
exactly, yeah. And like
Makes sense.
I had a chat with him, bro. Like he's in this freestyle comp that we're running at the moment, and
Cool.
I had a chat with him, and he just seems like a fucking nice dude. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Um, so it's like, they're all people. And I was even asking him, like, what is like, I even said to him, like, this insane clown posse, it's so like fucking crazy. Like, what's
Yeah.
the deal with that? Like, why do you like that? And he said, well, he said that they're kind of playing into the fact that we all used to be killers and we've all got that in our DNA, that ability to kill if we need to.
Yeah. Right.
And so they're kind of like playing into that. And he said being a juggalo is
Yeah.
kind of, it's a community and a group for the people that aren't welcomed anywhere else.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
No, it's cool. It's cool. They've got a massive community like around the world. I guess mostly in America, but yeah, I guess like a lot of the outcasts, or for lack of a better word, people who feel like a bit outcasted can gravitate to that and feel a part of
mm,
something. So, yeah, it's cool. It's cool sort of movement.
yeah, yeah. I thought that was real cool. It's like,
Yeah.
and it made me understand why why it's a thing because it's like,
Yeah.
it's important for all of us to have a sense of community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And
Um,
especially if, yeah, generally the like, standard society's looking down on you, then you need like another little pocket to go to.
yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, bro. A hundred
that's pretty
percent.
cool. That's the
Um,
thing with like another reason why I was liking the show, like, because even myself, even if I don't necessarily fuck with the music for like
mm.
certain people, if I can tell that they're passionate about it and they're really like putting in the effort and they love what they do, then I can't hate on someone for that at all.
Mm. No, 100%, man. Exactly right. And that's the thing. I respect, yeah, exactly. You can see that in anyone. And that
Yeah,
goes for any field too, even outside of music. It's like if I see
yeah,
some guy that's like, I don't know, like doing like, like footy or something, like I don't follow footy, I never have.
yeah,
But if someone's like fucking like they're always training, they're always
yeah,
working out, they're watching their shit, they're learning. Like I massive respect to anyone that can do that.
100%. Anyone who's got a passion, who's like creating or just doing something, doing
Yeah,
something.
exactly, bro. Yeah.
It's cool, man.
So did you wanted to do a freestyle, or was it a verse or
Yeah, sweet. Yeah,
yeah?
it's not an off the top, but it's one that's been sitting around, wasn't used for any projects. Yeah, I'll spit that on this. I was thinking.
Nice, bro.
Do you reckon it'll be better to play it through like the beat through my end or through your?
Well, I was thinking if you want to,
Yeah,
we can, since you've just got your phone,
yeah,
you could record it afterwards if you want to, and that way you can set it up your phone and instead of me recording the meeting, which is going to be degraded quality, you can
yeah.
record straight off your phone and
Oh
shoot
yeah,
it over
yeah, sweet. That definitely makes sense. I
if
can
you
do that
want.
afterwards then.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
If
No, that sounds good.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I'll let you go because you got a jet and stuff. But it was awesome chatting with you, bro. It was really really cool.
No, it's cool
Um,
as man. Thank you for having me on it. Definitely when you come down to Melbourne, we'll get in the actual studio together and have a chat.
100%, bro.
No,
100%.
this has been real enjoyable, man. I can tell you like the music, and it's been yeah, just good flowing conversation. It's been cool.
Yeah, and like I said in the message, I'm hungry for that feedback. So if you can think of anything now, if not,
Yeah,
if you think of anything at any point or any of the videos you see, anything at all, bro, I want to make this shit as good as I possibly can.
definitely.
And so I don't care about being upset or anything. If you
Yeah,
anything at all, fucking let me know.
that's mad, bro. We'll do. But nah, like in terms of like I was saying before with the podcast, obviously there's a lot of stuff where it's two people just chatting or whatever. But I
Mm,
like the whole review side of thing and everything like that. It's very artist centric, so that it's cool.
mm,
Because
yeah.
yeah, I mean even in the podcast game these days it's hard to stand out, but you're doing like no one that like I'm onto is really doing podcasts quite like you are. So yeah, no, it's a very cool idea for it, man. It's good.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I kind of have that view myself, but it's
Yeah.
like I don't know whether that's arrogance or it's reality. So
No, I think it's the truth, man. No one's really doing like reviews and putting on like a bunch of different artists each week. So yeah,
yeah.
it's fucking cool, man.
And
It's definitely
honestly, bro, like this is the beginning. Like I've got so many fucking plans, so many big plans,
no,
ideas, shit for live podcasts and shit
yeah,
like that. That's gonna and it's all artist centric. And I think I've found a way to bridge the gap between like artist centric content that is appealing to fans. So I mean, I hope so anyway. But
yeah,
I'm
no,
I'm
fuck yeah,
so keen to come to Melbourne, bro. You'll be involved for sure, 100%. If you want to be,
sweet,
that
man.
is.
Yeah, we'll get
Um,
something going. Even hit up
yeah.
Robbie P, man, because I saw him commenting on a couple of the YouTube ones. So
Mm.
it seems like there could be something there that could work for sure.
Yeah, nice. What's his like because he doesn't just do hip hop, right? I had a quick look and it seems like he covers a lot of things.
Yeah, bro, he's a very fucking talented artist. Like, he does rap, he does like singing, producing. I know he plays guitar. He's got his podcast thing.
Mm.
He's popping off in like the Bitcoin world. I don't understand Bitcoin, but he's like, yeah, he's pretty popping over in like that sort of community as well.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, man, he's a fucking genius. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's not just a rapper.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Yeah, that could be a good connect.
Yeah.
What else is I gonna say about the podcast? Oh, just you're real well spoken, man. I reckon it shows real well with the reviews and stuff like that. It's cool.
Oh, thanks, bro. At the start, man, I was so like in my head, it's like I know why I like the song, but putting it out into words is like I didn't realize how fucking hard it was. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, it's hard to dissect and like give a good description on shit like that. But yeah, you're pulling it off, bro. You're pulling it off.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. And coming from yourself as well, you've been doing this shit for a long time, so it means a lot.
Man, bro. Good stuff.
Thanks, bro. I'll let you go, but we'll do it again when I'm in Melbourne for sure.
Great, man. 100%. I'll record the little freestyle. I'll send it over as well.
Awesome, bro. I'm keen to check it out.
All right, legend, man. It's been good
All
to
right,
chat.
bro.
Thank you for having me on.
No worries at all. Take care. I'll chat to you
Peace,
soon.
bro. See you
All right.
soon. Have a good one.
Peace, brother.
Peace. Yeah, what up? It's Grizzly Bastard. Got some bars from my man Lewis at Discover Hip Hop Podcast. Shout outs to Tommy Baker on the beat. Yeah, I'm in a cosmic spin and got the toxic vision. Astronaut on a rocket mission. I be rapping along to banging pots and dishes. It's top division. Britons never pull the wrong decision with them. With the moon have risen, trying to sleep but thoughts are coming. Till the moon is sinking, waking up my head is ringing. Hear the city singing out for help but no one listen. Cops ain't doing shit and no superheroes flew in to stop the villains. Killings and dodgy Dylans turning kids to killers, innocent victims. If only the lost loved ones were still with us. Best wishes. And it's bad luck if you don't stand up in this rap race. Spit in the face of a cunt who dictates with a spit doper than the daily intake of a daily smoking stoner. Turn you to a piss take. Do not mistake. I'm with the brigade and I'm pissed like I'm stocking up every single inch inside of my fridge frame. Have you heard the fucking prologue mixtape? The shit's great. Back yourself, but if you think you're a wise guy, then go whack yourself. You got Lassie's mouth. I got the crowd's back like I'm shouting a massive round. I'm rolling a spliff and I'm also always rapping loud. Mic with heavy grip on it. Vomit, drink, vomit, think on it. Call me Wallace and Wid Gromit. Grizzly Bastard, peace.